Hi everyone. Today I will be talking about Google Drive, and in this day and age, it's about connecting to the internet and connecting with people. And so, Google Drive is a very powerful platform for you to learn and for you to get familiar with. So this video will be a little long. I will probably do a couple videos on Google Drive, but down in the description there will be timestamps of each topic that I will be covering. So check that out if you are looking for a certain topic only. So first off, what is Google Drive? Just to make it short and simple, Google Drive is like your hard drive or a USB drive that is on the internet, and it is a cloud service that lets you store files and folders, which makes it easy for you to access it from anywhere that you have an internet connection. But there are many other things that you can do with Google Drive because Google has integrated many other applications with Google Drive. So, for example, like Google Docs and Google Slides and Google Sheets, which we will be covering in this course. Uh, and that gives you a lot of tools to use to create and to share your information. Let's get started. Google offers you 15 gigabytes of free storage space. 15 gigabyte is a lot of storage space if you are only storing documents and pictures. But if you want to store your music or your videos, Google offers more storage space, but it will cost you money. There are a couple of ways to log on to Google Drive. I will show you the way that I log on to Google Drive. So let's go to the next tab here. Make sure you are on google.com. If you look at the top right hand side, okay, if you see your picture up here, you know that you are logged on to your Google account. So make sure you are logged on to your Google account first. So if we go to this nine dots right here, this Google Apps, click that, and if you look down, you will see Drive right here, and this is the same icon that I was showing you on the screen before, and this is Google Drive, and this is the icon for Google Drive. So let's click Google Drive and let's talk about the interface. If you look at the interface of Google Drive, it looks very familiar. It looks like the Gmail interface, right? Because on the left hand side over here, you see the new button and you see my drive. So very similar to your Gmail interface. So let's go to the right side right here, and this is where you will see all your files and your folders. So if you have anything that is stored in Google Drive, you will see it over here. At the top, you will see the search bar, and this is if you have a lot of things in your that is stored in your drive. You can search for it really quick with the search function, and it's very powerful, so I urge you to use that. If you look at the top right hand side, you will see a couple of things. You will see a settings button right here, and in the settings button you can change some settings, like for example the language, okay, and some keyboard shortcuts. If you go down a little bit, you'll see this little button that says grid view, and this is similar to Internet Explorer, where you can change the view of your files and folders. Let me click it and you'll see that my view will change. So if you click grid view, it will change my view to a grid, and I can see a quick preview of some of the files that I have in my drive. But for me, I like it in the list view. So let me go back to list view. And next to the list view is the view details icon. And what that does is it shows you the details of a folder or a file that you have. And if you look right here, you will see that this portion is the context menu. So what do I mean by that? So for example, if I click on this folder, it will change, right? So it depends on uh, if you have selected a file or a folder, the context will change and depends on what you can do with it, right? Another way to upload files and folders to Google Drive, and the way that I like to do it, is to open up File Explorer. So make sure you open up File Explorer and you have navigated to the folder that you want. And let me upload another picture of this gentleman right here. And all you need to do is select that picture, click and drag that picture or file into Google Drive. So let me upload this picture. I'm gonna click and hold it, and I'm just gonna drag it over to Google Drive and let go. And as you can see, Google has put the picture right here, right? Before we continue, I want you to take a look at the files that I have uploaded here to this folder. Let's look at the file that says the bat and the weasel. If we look at that file, you'll see that it has a .docx file extension, and what that means is that this file is a Microsoft Word document. And another way for us to tell that it's a Microsoft Word file is if you look at the icon right here, you can see that it is the Microsoft Word icon, right? So that is how you know it's a Microsoft Word document. Let's look at these two pictures down here. And I know it's a picture because it has a PNG file extension. And that is how I know it's a picture. Now let's take a look at the last file up here that I have. And this file has no extension, right? And this tells me that it is a Google file. Okay, so whether it is a Google Doc file or a Google Slide file, it will not have a file extension. If I want to download a file, all I need to do is right click the file and select download. So I want to download the bat and the weasel onto my computer, right? And download means I'm taking something from the internet and putting it on my computer or my hard drive. So let's download the bat and the weasel. All you need to do is right click that file and select download from the drop down menu. Google also offers you the ability to convert files. So example, if I want the bat and the weasel in a PDF file, I could download it as a PDF, okay? But right now it's a Word document. So what I need to do is I need to open that document on Google and then download it as a PDF, and I will show you how to do that. So what you need to do is right click that file, and you will see it has the option to open, and we'll open with Google Docs. And here I can make edit if I want to. I was showing the students earlier on Zoom and I was doing some editing. So if I want to download this file as a PDF, all I need to do is go to the File tab, okay, and remember tabs. Go to the File tab and go to the Download option, and you can download it as a PDF. And PDF stands for Portable Document Format, okay? And what that means is that a PDF is harder to edit. So for example, if you want to download a file and send it to someone and you don't want them to edit the file, okay, you would download it as a PDF instead of a Word document or a text document, because those are easier to edit. So let's get out of this file. And if you want to delete a file, there's a couple of ways to do it. One of the ways to do it is to select the file that you want to delete. And in the context menu that pops up right here, you can choose the trash can, okay, to delete it. Another way to delete this file is to drag the file onto the trash can on the left hand side and then let go, and it will go into the trash. The third way to do it is to right click the file and then choose remove. So let me choose remove, and I have deleted a file. Now, just because I deleted a file doesn't mean it's gone forever. Okay, so let's say I accidentally deleted a file and I want it back. Similar to your PC or your computer, when you delete something from your hard drive, usually it will go into your recycling bin and you can recover your file that way. Google has something similar. If you delete something on Google Drive, it goes into the trash can. And if we look on the left hand side, you will see the trash can. So let's go to the trash can to recover the file that we have accidentally deleted. So click the trash can, and as you see, the file that I deleted is here, okay, of the policeman. And if you want to recover the file, all you got to do is right click the file and choose recover, okay. So let's recover that file. And if you look down here, this message popped up, and it will put this file back to where you found back to where it was, right? So let me choose, and oh, it disappeared. So let me go back to the folder that I had the file. So it's right here, and let me delete it one more time, and I will show you how to permanently delete this file. So I'm going to drag this file to the trash can, okay, and I'm going to go to the trash can, and as you see, we put this file here in the trash. If I want to delete this file forever, okay, I can go to trash can and choose empty trash, and then choose empty trash, and the option that says I want to delete this file permanently, okay, and you see it gives you a warning if you want to delete it permanently. And what that means is that you cannot get this back if you choose to empty your trash this way, okay. So let me cancel it. Another way to empty or to delete this file permanently or to delete it forever, right click the file and choose delete forever, okay. And let me choose that option, and I want to delete this picture forever. I'm going to choose delete forever, and now the file has been deleted forever and I cannot get it back. Let's look at how to organize our drive. So just like File Explorer, we can create folders to keep our drive organized. So I'm going to create a folder in my vessel exercise folder, right? So you can create a folder in a folder, just like File Explorer. So there are a couple of ways to create folders. One way is to go to the new button right here, okay, and click it, And the first option here is folder. And if you look at the little icon to the left, it has a folder icon with the plus sign. Let's click that, and it's gonna ask you to name the folder. So just like File Explorer, and you can just put a folder name in there and choose create. Okay, I'm gonna cancel for now. I'm gonna show you another way, and all you need to do is go to the folder name up here. Uh, Click the little down arrow. It's gonna give you an option to create a new folder here. Okay, and just like the other option, it has a little icon right here with the plus sign. You can choose that, and it's going to ask you the same thing. Name the folder. The third way to create a folder is right-click an empty area right here, and it's going to bring up the context menu. And the first option here is new folder, right? And it has a little icon with the plus sign. So I'm going to choose that. And for this option, I'm going to type in a folder name. I'm going to type in pictures, and I'm going to choose create. And there it is, my new folder called pictures. And I can then move this picture into the folder. So just click and drag the picture and drop it into the pictures folder. And then let me go into the picture folder to show you. And here is the file. All right, I'm gonna go back to my vessel exercise folder. And remember, we talked about file path in File Explorer. This is very similar. If you look, right, it has a right arrow from my drive. It's telling me that now I'm in the vessel exercise folder. And since it has another arrow here, that means I'm in the pictures folder. Okay, so this is the file path to this file. Okay, so let me go back to the vessel exercise folder. Go ahead, just click the vessel exercise right here, and it will take you back to that folder. Okay, and you can delete a folder just the same way as you would delete a file. Just right click it and then choose remove. Okay, or if you want, you can just select it and drag it to the trash. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there for now, but that is a way to delete folders. So now I decided that I want to move the picture back to this folder, and to do that, just click on the folder that has the picture. Okay, and here it is. I'm gonna right click the picture, and I'm gonna choose move to. Okay, now it's gonna ask you where do you want to move it to, right? Click the back arrow, and I want to move it to the vessel exercise. If you want to move it to another folder, just keep clicking the back button right here, and it's gonna go to your drive, right? And then you can choose any other folder, or if you want to put it in your drive. For this picture, I want to move it back into the vessel exercise. I'm gonna double click that, and I am in the vessel exercise folder because it has the name right here. I'm gonna click move here, and Google Drive has moved it to my vessel exercise folder. So I'm gonna click that, and as you can see, it is right here. Once I am back here in the vessel exercise folder, you can change the view to get a better look at each file. Okay, and the other option to change the view is the grid view, and it is this button right here at the top right. So let's click that, and now if you look, my files are a little bit bigger, and since this is a picture file, I could see the picture, right? So this is like the quick preview of your files. You can even get a quick preview of your document. Okay. To change it back to list view, go ahead, just click this button again. The button next to the view button is the details, and this is the button to view the details of each file. So let's say I want to view the details of this picture file. I'm going to select it and click the view details, and it's going to show up right here on the right, the size of the file, the location, who owns the picture, when it was made, when it was opened, right? And that is a way to view the details of a file. If you look at all the files that I have in this folder, you will see the name of the files. It'll show you who the owner of this file. It'll show you when I last made changes to the files. And then the last column over here is the size of each file. So if you look at the file size, you can tell right away which file is the bigger file, right? And there's another way to check how big your files are in your drive. So if you take a look at the left hand side over here under storage, you'll see that I have used 6.1 gigabyte out of 15. So I'm almost at the halfway point, right? And if I want to look at which files are big, this is what you can do. So just click on the size right here, and Google Drive will list all the big files first, or you can sort by the smallest files first. And as you can see, I have some files, and all these add up to 6.1 gigabytes. And this is a quick way to check which files are big. Let's go back to my exercise folder. If you look at these files, and let's say that I'm working on the bat and the weasel, and it is an important, or if it is an important file to me, I can star it. So just like Gmail, you can put a star on each file that you think is important to you or that you are currently working on. So how to start? Just right click the file that you want to put a star and add to starred, right? So let me choose that. And as you can see, Google puts a little star next to this file. Now, and this is a quick way for you to find important files, put a star, right? Because now if I go to the left hand side over here and I click starred, the file that I put a star is right here. And this is a quick way to find important files. Let's go back to my drive. And let's say that I am looking for a file, but I don't know where I put that file. And I'm looking for a file called the 10-minute typing test. A useful and very powerful tool that you can use is the search function in Google Drive. And the search is right up here at the top of your web browser. And let's use that to find my 10-minute typing test file. So just click on the search bar right here. Let's type in 10-minute typing test. And if you look, it has popped up right here. I could just do a quick preview of that file. And yeah, as you can see, it'll bring up a quick preview of my file. If I want to find out where I put this file, go ahead and click the three dots up here on the top right hand side and choose details. And here it'll tell me the location where I have this file, and it is in the folder called Vessel Computer Literacy. If I want to go to that folder, go ahead, just click it right here, and Google will open a new tab with that folder open, and it has even highlighted the file that I was looking for right here. You can also use search to find specific files in your drive. So let me go back to my drive. And let's say I want to go look for all my PDFs that I have in my drive. Well, all that you need to do is in the search bar, all the way to the right, this drop down arrow, click it, and in the type, I can choose PDFs. So let me choose PDF, and then click on search, and Google Drive will search for all my files that I have in the drive that are PDFs. So use search. It's a very powerful tool that you have in Google Drive to find files that you want. Now that I have found all my PDFs, you can do a quick preview of each PDF. All you need to do is double click on each file that you want to do a quick preview. So let's start at the top. Let me double click this file, and Google Drive will show me a quick preview of this PDF. And from here, I can download the file using this little button right here, or I can print this file if I want to a printer, or if I want to add a comment, I could add a comment with this button, or if I want to rename it, click the the three dots, I'm sorry, and you can add a star or rename or look at the details. And this is a quick way to view each file. Uh, what I use this for is usually for pictures. If I want to do a quick preview of each picture that I have in my drive, I could double click on one of the file or the picture, and I can use the right arrow right here to do a quick preview of each picture that I have and to find the one that I want. So Lightbox or quick preview is a great way for you to take a quick peek at each file. I'm going to stop here for the first part of Google Drive. Uh, Keep an eye out for the second part of learning about Google Drive.